Oh, you did it too quick.
I was ready to go.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year.
Everyone.
Get lost.
Yeah, shut up, Dinlo.
Rude, but also, yeah.
There we go. So we hope everybody that's tuning in, we hope everybody had a good holiday season, whatever you celebrate, and a happy new year.
Yeah.
And so we decided to take last week off for the holidays, and now we're back. So we're doing our usual 3 episodes. This one is season 2, episodes 16 through 18. So please, no spoilers beyond episode 18. Okay, so I guess we'll just jump into it, right?
Okay.
Episode 16 is the whole truth.
Right.
What do you think? You want to go? You want to hit it, MJ, or?
I'll go. But here's
Okay.
my problem: is I get so excited when we talk about these episodes that I go through my notes like. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna pause. Okay,
right.
so the thoughts can catch up. All right.
Okay.
Let me get into my drafts. Okay. I got a lot of notes on this one. Okay, so episode 16. The first thing that I have written down is Sun and Jin. And the first thing that I have listed is Jin needs to get taken by the others. He is such a chauvinist and the reason the patriarchy sucks.
You wrote this note. You wrote this note when he came and tried to grab her out of the woods. Is that when you wrote that note?
When he was just being horrible. Sun is not a thing. He treats her like a thing. Him destroying her garden was a prick move, basically. That's what I said.
Yeah,
you know, like there's no reason. There's no reason for it. And I have written down a baby doesn't solve anything. Because I guess that's when she may have been thinking that she was, or he wanted to get pregnant. I don't know if it was during a flashback that I wrote this or not. And then I asked myself, is Sun pregnant? And I said, oh no. And then, okay, so that's where we are with Sun. So should we comment on all of that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he realizes he was a prick at the end of the episode, didn't he? And says, I was wrong.
Yeah, but
that seems to be his MO, right? Like he acts like a jerk. Then he realizes it and cries about what he did, right?
Well, in his defense, he did think that she was just captured from that exact spot.
Yeah.
While she was by herself by another. As far as he knows, that's what happened. And there she is in that exact spot by herself. And so he behaved badly, but I think he had a reason.
He could have helped her tend the garden and not rip out the garden.
He could have just hung out. Yeah.
Be with her.
Yeah.
Not be a douche. Sorry. So
I'd be interested to know what Korean people think of the way they've put those values in those only 2 characters from Korea. Are the lost writers trying to represent some kind of Korean culture, or is it specific to those 2 characters, or is it just completely not anything to do with that, and they've kind of putting a bad kind of representation of Korea on screen?
I have a theory on that. We'll circle that back in a while because I think that happens to another character.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So, Locke asking Anna. I don't know what Locke was asking Anna, but Locke asking Anna, Locke creeping in on Jack. What was Jack doing?
Oh, yeah. When we're
going back 2 weeks.
Yeah, when we're in the bunker and Jack gets out of the shower and then Locke is just in there shaving.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, now?
Could wait till I was done.
He's like, yeah, the heat is good for my pores or whatever.
Yeah.
So here's what I have written: establishing dominance, like on a race, and falling behind and taking the lead, falling behind and taking the lead. This is what these 2 guys are doing right now. Yeah. Okay. Then I said, "Yep, I was right. She needs a pregnancy test, but she had to tell Sawyer of all the people that she needed one.
She had no choice.
I know.
Yeah.
gosh.
He's the gatekeeper of all the stuff.
Although I should point out, wait, should I give the commentary as we're going?
Yeah.
Okay, so okay. So, because this is one of the 2 episodes where I have the notes from the commentary. So, we had Danielle Day Kim, the actress who plays Sun. I think it's Kim. I forget her name. And then 2 of the writers, the co-writers of the show. And so, just to go back to the first scene when they're together in bed, in that flashback, when they're talking about the baby, that's the first time they were noting that we get a really romantic scene between Sun and Jin, and it's the first time where Jin is really honest to Sun about his sacrifice of like, I actually do this for your dad, like this is not cool, which was cool to see. And then so we get to the shower scene and we get yet again commentary on how this show has a lot of shirtless dudes in it. And that Locke hasn't been seen shirtless yet, so I don't know what that's all about.
Are we sure?
Have we not seen him shirtless?
I think we have.
We have.
I think we have. I think.
They said
have we?
But not in a very, out there way, but maybe just like putting your shirt on and you can see like a little bit of some kind of six pack going on, maybe.
Maybe I should watch it an 8th time just to be sure.
because I have a mental note. He's our age and he's kind of jacked.
Yeah.
Mental note,
All right.
Yeah.
I will also, the other thing is, this was kind of cool and I didn't notice it when Sun goes to ask Sawyer for the pregnancy test. She actually, so this was kind of funny because she goes to ask him and then Sawyer's like, well, what do you need? And she's like, oh, never mind. And then she walks away. And then it's actually Sawyer who goes back and he's like, well, hold on now. Now I want to know, what do you want? And so the writer said it was kind of cool how she got his attention like that. So it's kind of different. And so Danielle Day Kim was like, I wonder how many pregnancy tests are left on the island now. And one of the writers was like, well, a better way to think about it is whose pregnancy test was it in the first place? And it is a better way. And I'll get back to that comment later in the episode.
Okay.
But that was kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I that was one of my questions for MJ. But first for MJ is what do you think about what do you think about that exchange? So we see that scene with Jin where they're trying to get pregnant, right? And then they go to the doctor and she finds out ultimately that even though the doctor had said she was the problem, we find out
he's the problem.
Right. And then we start to see a little bit of something when she meets the other guy, right? We find out that the other guy's previous romance is over and seems to be like a little bit interested, right? And so what are you now that we see that she's pregnant with all that having happened, what do you think?
I don't think she got with the other guy because the nerd factor is pretty high. I think that's I think it's the island. If Locke's walking, she could get pregnant. Sorry.
Okay.
It's the island.
Yeah, I think the episode is trying to make you think it's the guy, up until the very end.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the island.
It's the island. It's not the truth.
Which then brings us to Celeste's question, which is that Sun specifically goes looking for a pregnancy test, and somebody had that pregnancy test on the plane. So who and why?
Yeah.
But did they have it specifically, or is it like in a first aid kit or something?
I mean,
somebody had it.
First aid kits.
I think it's more.
I don't usually see those in first aid kits.
No, that's not really a first aid kit thing.
It could be a random thing.
But it could be a random person, though. There were people on the plane who just died, so it could have been anybody's.
Yeah, and there's people there's people that I've seen in the last 3 episodes that I have not seen yet, and I see them in the background. I'm like, I don't know you yet.
Well,
I have no idea.
Not all of them get lines, so I won't worry about it.
There is speculation, apparently. Well, there was speculation among fans at the time that it was actually Kate's pregnancy test. Because remember later, well, I guess it's later in the episode, but when Kate is waiting with Sun, and then they're kind of talking about pregnancy tests, and she asks Kate if she already took one before, and she says yes. And so we're like, oh, wait, did Kate have it or something? Or I don't know. Don't
forget. Well, Anna Lucia was pregnant, and maybe she was trying again. Like
maybe.
Does that answer your question?
So what's interesting for me is I didn't think the island had done it. I thought she had seen somebody else, and like you said, the show is letting us think, or it wants us to think it was the guy. So that when you think Jin's gonna go mad, and he smiles and says he's really happy. To me, that was him forgiving her for seeing somebody else. But and in a way, he's not going to think it's the island anyway, because he hasn't got any opinion about the island. So he is doing that, even if we think it could be the island. He's processed it, and then thinks, well, it doesn't matter anymore, because for whatever reason he's just forgiven her for having it off with someone.
But that's not what he says, though.
Yeah.
He's because he could have said, well, it doesn't matter, or something like that. But what he said specifically was, it's a miracle. And he didn't say it. He didn't say it in an ironic way. And to me, you wonder until the very last minute if it was the other guy or if it was the island. But as soon as Sun smiles at the end of the episode, when she's left alone by herself and she's thinking, and then suddenly she breaks out into that smile, then I think that she was honest and that there was no other guy. And that I think that's the moment that it is actually the island. To me, that's how I read it. I never really thought after that moment that there was any possibility that it was the dude.
Yeah, because she really didn't get together with them. I mean, they were tutoring and all that, but they didn't show any scenes of them together or anything, right?
Yeah. I think there were from that scene where she goes to the English lesson, it seemed at the end like there was some kind of
tension.
There was tension for sure.
There's tension,
but nothing actually happens.
No. No.
Yeah, I got the sense also that I think Jen genuinely believed her, because she number one, she seemed very sincere when she said it, but also that if she was going to lie about it, then why tell him anything? You know what I mean? She told him about the relationship with the other guy. I mean, with the, their friend relationship and him teaching her English and everything. But then
she told him, she's like, I was going to leave you, dude. Like she's been upfront about everything.
Right. Yeah. So.
Okay. So the woo stands.
Yeah, this island is full of woo. That has been established.
Yeah. I will say what I liked about this too is I actually didn't realize this until Michael made that comment, because you do get a lot of non-truths from other characters during the whole episode. And so it kind of comes almost as a surprise that Sun didn't lie at the end to Jin. Because everyone's just lying left and right, and and no one's being honest in the episode.
Yeah.
So this whole time, I remember thinking several times, "Wait, did the guy do it?" It took me one or two watches to get that she did not get with the guy. But
I didn't get that vibe
it's just like everyone is lying left and right, and so at the end, I'm just like, "Oh, whatever. This episode is not the whole truth." But
right.
Yeah.
I guess it's maybe the only whole truth of the episode.
Yeah, it's interesting because this is balanced against Henry Gale, the guy who's not the balloon guy, but is telling everybody he is. He's lying about everything, and he's the king of liars, right? And so you have him balanced against Sun and Jin, and Sun and Jin just have such a pure relationship despite all of their troubles. That it's always interesting to see them. But I was more interested, I have to admit, in the Henry Gale stuff, and have been for all of these episodes. Like, to me, that's what I want to see. I want to see more of that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but this show will always do it in little like
exactly.
It won't do it in one episode.
Yeah. One other thing, so we should talk about the Henry Gale stuff, but one other thing, just random thing though to note about the that I made a note about on the Jin's son thing was that this was another example. So many things that didn't appreciate the first time through. And this is another example of all like the subtle metaphor that I totally missed all the way through. And so this time I thought that was very intentional with the garden and the baby. I think that was like, the garden was a metaphor for the baby, right? That like Jin came in and, ripped all that stuff, prevented her from, she's trying to grow this life. And he like rips it all up and prevents that from her.
Nice.
And right. And he was the cause of her not having the baby the first time around. And then he comes back and repairs the garden, and he's repaired the baby issue apparently with the help from the island. So that seemed pretty intentional to me,
Yeah.
Right.
But
yeah, that's cool. That's nicely observed.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I didn't think of that.
I try to like really pay more attention to that stuff this time,
It's so cool. All right, let me fly through the rest of my notes because we touched on a lot of this stuff, but I got some zingers in here. Okay. Locke creeping in on Jack, establishing dominance. We talked about that. Yep, I was right. She needs a pregnancy test, but she had to tell Sawyer. I hate that they keep showing Hurley sneaking food. I hate that. And I think that kind of goes back to what you were saying, Gareth, about the lens that they're using on certain elements, whether it be like a Korean type stereotype or whatever, or if they're showing someone with, weight issues as like a stereotype. Like, I hate that they're dialing in on that. Like, it's not necessary. It really isn't.
Yeah, they didn't do it through the first season, and they're doing it a lot at the moment. And I agree. I think it's a shame that's not part
he's
of
more of
character.
an actor than his weight. Do you know what I'm saying? And you're more of an actor than your race. Like, you don't have to dial in on those little things. That's just me.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think, in fairness, though, I think some of that is the lead up until, which we'll talk about later, but the Dave episode, and some of that was planting seeds for that. What happens in the Dave episode?
Yeah, but like, did they have to do it so like over the top?
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah, like honestly. Yeah. Okay, so the way Jin took his hand away from her shows that he's not supportive of her. Good for Sun. And when she said, and this was the mic drop. Oh yes, I was trying to trap the son of a fisherman.
Ooh, that was a zinger.
That was so good. That was so good. That's one of those where I had to hit pause and pull out my phone. I'm like, I gotta write this one down. Okay. Jin likes to blame others when things don't go his way. Locke sees the Jack and Anna connection as well as Anna establishing leadership with Jack. Jack and Locke are a little too worried and out Locke and Jack. Oh, that's what she said. Jack and Locke are a little too worried and out to out Locke and Jack or whatever. However she said it, it was
about
perfect.
Jack and Locke.
Yeah.
Lack of
Jack. Yeah, whatever. Them too.
Anna goes to Saeed. Charlie gets involved. Charlie says humor is not his strong suit, and then reflects and says, as I'm saying this to you, that was really funny. That was funny. The three of them go find the balloon. No balloon. The actor who lays Charlie having a good time, smirking and smiling after the scenes. The actor who played Charlie was having a good time during that scene when they were on their little, trek to find the balloon, because I don't know if he intentionally did it for the camera or not, but if you watch Charlie's face, he does this little like whether he's trying to keep a laugh in or something, but he's having a good time.
Yeah. Sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
You forgot the best part about that scene when they're walking, when they're talking about humor, is when Anna Lucia points out that Charlie has a gun, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, I should give it to you," and then he's like, "Whoop, whoop," and then hands it to Saeed.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I found out during the commentary episode that joke was demanded, and I quote, demanded by Carlton Cuse. Which was kind of funny. It was a great scene. I love that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, so we find out that Jin can have kids, can't have kids, not son. Why does she ask permission? Henry spills about the map. Mans talks about what he would do if he were Mans talks about what he would do if he were another. Oh, if he were another, it makes the vibe entirely comfortable. So if he was an other, he was giving the lowdown of his plan as they're trying to find the balloon, setting them up, blah blah blah. Basically, that's where it ended.
Yeah, after they kindly invite him for breakfast for the first time.
Right.
And he
I would have had
exactly
him.
what he's doing. Every word he's saying is manipulation, and they are like utter fools to it. They're like, what? What? You know,
Yeah, he's the best. He's the best.
Yeah.
It's a shame he's only in one more episode, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a shame.
What I thought, I mean, that scene was like, we don't want to say this about everything, but it's like that's one of the more tense scenes that I remember.
Yes.
The tension where he's telling that
the last
and
one.
I was gonna do that. But then it wasn't until like later, after the fact, I was like thinking back on it. I'm like, but that didn't actually happen. So why did he do that to them? Why did he give them that story to stress them out when he didn't have his people waiting there?
Just to stress them out.
Just to stress them out. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just messing with them the same way he messes with Locke later. You know? Clearly he's just messing with them.
It's psychological warfare.
Yeah.
Psychological warfare.
Because he's a physically smaller, weaker person.
Yeah.
He is the most powerful person in the hatch at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he is, because he couldn't fight back even if he was strong, because he's completely injured. I mean,
yeah.
All you have to do is hit him in the shoulder.
Yeah, words is all he's got at this point. Yeah.
But he's got a very clever brain, and he's completely got them powerlessly farting about around him.
He's five steps ahead as to where they are right now.
Yeah.
He's playing the chess game, long game. And I just get that's his vibe.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like his while they have him in prison, his primary focus is to sow distrust among all of them. You know what I mean? And he does a masterful job of that. I think even like telling them about the map after the fact, I think that was part of the same thing.
Here's a question that just shot into my brain.
Yeah.
Did he get himself caught in that trap on purpose?
Well, you can't ask us that. That question is a no-go zone. Okay.
Come on. I'm going to say yes.
This is just a question she's pondering. She's not really asking us.
I'm saying yes.
All right.
I'm going to say
that's a great rhetorical question, MJ.
Yeah, because my spidey senses go off with that. I've got a very good nose for this stuff. So yeah, I think they were all under surveillance. He knew there was a trap there. He's like, I'm gonna go in, and then you guys wait until I send the signal. That's what he's doing. That's what I think. Talk amongst yourself.
So you think
which seems like a very dangerous thing, because Rousseau's a nut, right? And so if that was his plan, unless Rousseau was in on it, right? So, there's all kinds of possibilities.
Yeah, I don't
know.
All
kinds of stuff could have happened.
I know.
Yeah. Who
It'll
knows?
be fun to find out.
Have your
Garrett's
opinions,
dying.
MJ? Have your opinions about Rousseau changed at all? And like,
I still think she's scatterbrained as hell. She's got some stuff going on, but I don't find her useful yet. She's like a red shirt. She's in the background, like doing whatever, and then she'll pop in, and then you'll see.
She'll just creep around the woods,
That's all she's doing.
She's the creepy lady in the woods.
She'll creep around and show up with Claire's holding a baby or something.
She's like a dangerous maverick, isn't she?
Right.
Yeah.
So no, not yet. She's a, what do the kids call them? An NCP? Is that what it is?
NPC.
NPC. That's it. She's an NPC.
An on-player character.
Yeah. All right. Are we moving on to 17?
I got two more little fun facts.
Okay, go.
Okay, one thing I thought was cool. So they mentioned this in that some of the scenes, so there was a lot of rain, and it was actually not necessarily planned. It's just that Hawaii is super rainy. And I always just thought, as in any movie or show, that when there are rain scenes, it's intentional, but I guess not. Well, at least not all of them. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh, 3 fun facts. There's another scene where they're all on the when what's his name? When Bernard goes to ask Jin for a pearl for Rose, and then there's Sawyer shows up, and then I think Charlie's there. And so usually Sawyer's the guy giving everyone a nickname. And now in this one, the people doing the commentary, I forget who it was. Oh, the actress playing Sun gives Sawyer a name, and I quote, Lost Island Hunk, because again, he is shirtless on the beach. And my last fun fact, this one I thought was adorable. Do you know that scene where Sun is walking and the doctor comes up to him and she's just walking her dog and he's like, no, actually Jin is infertile, not you. So apparently the dog, his name in real life is Dim Sum.
Oh,
which is so cute. So I think in the show, what was it? Bopo? And then,
Bopo.
yeah. And Dim Sum in real life.
I love it.
So there you go.
So cool.
Yeah.
One
It's
other
always
last.
just a bunch of random fun facts that there's no other way of saying.
They are fun facts, though.
Mm-hmm.
One more thing, though, is I remember specifically the lady in the manor and I were watching this episode years ago when it first aired. And at the end of the episode, when you had that last scene where he's like, well, if I were another, he tells that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end, he's like, got any milk? Whatever.
Right.
I remember at that moment, we both turned to each other and said, this guy is bad. This guy is like the villain, right?
Yeah.
And nothing would convince us otherwise after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it almost had like just that scene that you mentioned. It almost had like one of those scenes for like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, because that was a J.J. Abrams show too, right? I think, wasn't it? No, I don't know.
No, it's before.
No.
It was,
No.
What's his name?
I can't think of. I don't know. I can't think of.
Whedon.
Josh Whedon.
Whedon. Yeah.
But the way that they would mix like the big bads with like a little bit of humor at the end, it was very similar to that. It threw me back to like the 90s for that one.
Yeah, this show is really good at going from very humorous scenes to very serious situations. And
a Whiplash.
Yeah.
Sometimes with the same characters.
Oh yeah.
okay. So should we move on to Lockdown?
Lockdown.
17. Okay, so I don't have a ton of notes for 17, but I do have notes. Young Locke with Helen.
Oh yeah.
Locke with hair.
They were cute together.
Yeah. He was gonna pop the question.
Yeah.
Finds out his dad is passed away. Ooh. Henry continues to push buttons. That's what I have listed there. Charlie finds the grave, and the rain shows them the balloon because the rain didn't hit where they were standing underneath. So a lot of that stuff we touched on already. So we're back with Locke's dad. Locke and Helen stop at the funeral, and there's shady characters around. And I did not realize until this episode that Helen is Peg Bundy.
No.
You took it until now?
Yeah, because like I knew the name when it would show up on the credits, but it didn't register. And then I saw her profile, and I'm like, she's someone. I know her from somewhere.
She looks a bit different.
Yeah. Okay. Voice over the hatch speaker countdown, and then I have Henry is irritating.
Yeah. Sorry, no, I was just thinking, why would I don't know, whatever. I was just mad again at Locke because he's trying to noodle at the speaker while his ear is right next to it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
But that whole thing about what he does once he leaves Locke's sight, and Locke doesn't know where he's been, and he keeps calling out to him, and then Henry Gale is like, oh no, well, I didn't do anything, and so that whole stuff is deliberately vague for the viewer, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's awesome. It's really good.
So the concrete doors slam down. Locke is trapped, kinda trapped.
His legs again.
Yeah, his legs are
completely
trapped.
trapped.
Right. Locke needs help. Henry convinced him, but asked for complete protection in return.
Mm-hmm. How about that?
Yeah.
And don't forget the fancy map that only shows up in the certain lights on the door.
Yes. I took a picture of it.
Good. I was gonna screenshot it or find it on the internet and then keep it, but I forgot.
Okay, Sawyer's
I'm
card
sure you may
game.
be able to find it one or two places on the internet.
Yeah, there's probably one or two places out there.
Probably. Kate, the ruler joke that Kate made to Locke and Jack was really good. During Sawyer's card games. John's legs I have in capital letters. Safety deposit box 200,000 changes John's tune. So he was swayed by his father's offering of, listen, you get, because his father's not dead. Spoiler.
Yeah.
And there's 600,000 in a safety deposit box. You go in and get it, and you keep 200,000. And he's like, I'm not gonna do that, but he does.
Of course he does.
Henry recited those numbers way too fast.
Yeah.
He's clever, that guy. He has a good memory.
Yeah. Those are not someone. My husband gives me a telephone number to remember. I have to ask him 12 times. Okay.
Yeah.
This is not happening with this dude. This dude knows these numbers. He knows them well. Okay, yeah. He recited those numbers way too fast, and I have Helen, lights go out, day glow map. And that map is pretty cool.
It is really cool. Awesome.
Like, I'm not sure exactly what it all showed. Maybe we should add audio and visuals next time, Dave. You could upload the map with our chat. Okay, well, I said, what an ending. Saeed dug up the grave and found a man's body, African-American man. Photo ID said Henry Gale. Busted. Did Locke leave the money at the hotel for the maid?
Yeah, that was one of those things that was just irritating me, because I'm like, wait, but you're going to go back in and get the money, right?
Yeah.
You left it in there.
We don't know if he did he?
Yeah, no, I don't think Locke did. I don't think Locke works like that. I don't think he was so consumed with
Helen.
With Helen,
that he just didn't think of getting the money. All that money is just sitting there.
Yeah.
Right.
But I need to ask MJ, have you noticed that the last time his father was in it, there was a very contained story about what he'd done to Locke, and then in this time, the man's clearly a con man. He's repeatedly doing this.
Oh, I thought it was a con man the whole time. The whole
right.
time.
So you defined him like that.
The last step is the hospital thing. Con artist.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So this episode does tell you, doesn't it, that that's his thing. That he's
but I knew this. Yeah, but I knew that was his thing back in the other episode.
Right.
That's what he did. That's what he did for a living. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, this confirms his sliminess. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a good nose the other time.
Yeah.
And then the last thing was the parachute food drop.
Yeah. Which is another thing to build.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's that last
Dharma
episode
Initiative,
or the last scene.
You get these little things like the video of the Dharma Initiative, the hatch itself, and these other things these other hatches that are appearing, and then you've got the plane drop as well. So all these things are feeding into this idea of what is the Dharma Initiative.
Yeah.
It's very slow. Yeah.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of putting all these ingredients into a blender and then just hitting start. Like there's so many different things going on, and it seems like they're adding new ingredients every episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it never stops. It just keeps going.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, they're building up our interest in the Dharma Initiative, aren't they? Because
Yeah.
It's quite gradual, isn't it?
Yeah. But like Henry.
Yeah, because at this point, you still don't know, is there a relationship between the others and the Dharma Initiative? Who are the others exactly? Are they the Dharma Initiative? Because at this point, you don't know, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so there's all kinds of questions at this point that have not been answered.
Mm-hmm.
Something happened to the Dharma Initiative because all of these installations are empty. And yet they're still getting airdrops of food, we find out in this episode. So what the hell?
Right.
So I had a couple random questions for everybody.
Sure.
One is about the airdrop, actually. There's and if this is maybe I don't remember, and if it's a spoiler, obviously don't spoil, but did the lockdown in the hatch, was that coincident with the food drop? Like, do we know if that's does the food drop cause the lockdown for some reason?
Do you want me to answer that? 'Cause it might be spoilery.
No, I don't think so. I don't think we find out though. Well, I think
Gareth, it looks like but you think it's spoilery.
Well,
spoilery,
maybe.
Don't be spoilery.
Okay.
And I'm not 100% anyway.
Okay.
So I don't know.
All
it
right.
might be later on in about 6 months' time. I go, that was what I was going to say.
Right. So
But,
I will say that when the bells and whistles went off, something triggered it. Triggered it.
Right.
They haven't experienced that before. They've been in the hatch for what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks at this point, probably by now. And it's like, this is the first time that's happened. So correlationally, it could be because of the food drop, or is there another timer or something like that? Or did somebody trigger it?
Who knows?
Yeah, something. I mean, there was a countdown for it, right? There was a different, whatever. But yeah, okay,
that was wild.
Yeah,
all right,
it was really good.
That was really
episode.
cool though.
And then I had a question for everybody, just what everybody thinks about what happened with Locke and the dad there, really about Locke's intent, right? Because Locke tells him at the end that he tells him he didn't do it for the money, right? So it's like, okay, so why is he really doing it? And it was important, if enough to him that he effectively chooses. He knows Helen has a real problem with this. They've already gone through this. And so, I mean, he's risking his relationship with Helen to go through with this with his dad. You know what I mean? So what was his intent? What did he mean when he said, I didn't do it for the money? And why is it so important that he ends up choosing his dad over Helen? Is it just this family connection that he maybe has is so important to him, or?
Yeah, it's an abandonment thing.
Yeah, I think
he wants a dad. He wants a dad.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like even a dad.
I think. Yeah, his dad's the worst, but he can't help himself because he's grown up in foster homes and he's always felt this sense of abandonment, and he just can't help himself. He still wants a father and a father's approval, even though his father is the worst.
Yeah.
And even though it's gonna fuck up the one good thing that's in his life, he just can't help himself.
Yeah.
And it's a standard for abused children to keep trying to get approval of their wanker dad.
Parents, yeah.
It's absolutely normal.
I also think he just subconsciously craves anything interesting because his life seems pretty boring. I mean, but like, he was I don't know if it was that time at the same time as he was working at the box factory, but I think is around that time. And he has kind of a crappy boss. He's interested in things, but it's more like simulation games, and it's not him actually doing them. And I don't know, his life seems pretty dull, to be honest. And I think A, he wants a father figure, and B, he probably has that trauma-induced craving for some type of chaos.
Well, that's why they give him that nickname as well. They call him Corporal or something because he's
Colonel.
Colonel, because they're mocking him because of the whole simulation thing.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But I think that's true with Locke in his life at this time. He needs something more than his drab life, and in his feeling is that it's drab, and it kind of is.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the reasons when he gets to the island, he doesn't want to leave. Because in the island or on the island, he has a destiny. For one thing, he believes, and he is somebody on the island. He's a leader, one of the leaders on the island,
and kind of a teacher too.
Yeah. So he's it's interesting. And also, we did have our Saeed's girlfriend show up in this episode, which was kind of cool.
Wait, when did that happen?
Where?
And when he was doing the home inspection.
Okay, I didn't catch that.
When he says your husband will like the news or whatever, she's like, I don't have a husband, but he would be happy to know he exists.
Dave's gonna go back and watch it. Dave's gonna go back and watch it.
Now I remember the scene now, but I didn't catch that.
Yeah, that was her.
I knew she looked familiar. This whole time I'm thinking
7 times, Celeste.
She would get it in the 8th or 9th time.
You got no excuse.
I know.
7 times you missed her, and it wasn't like she was far away. She's right here.
And yet another invisible woman. So it's just ridiculous, isn't it? The way we treat
I know.
But I just want to say the interesting thing about Locke is that he has all that trauma that's been compounded since he was a child, right? And then he gets the news that his dad is alive, and then he gets to hang out with his dad and go hunting and do all the dad-kid things that he never got a chance to. And then his dad abandons him, and then he finds out that his dad has died, and then he finds out his dad hasn't died, he's alive. So it's this whiplash for him of trauma reconnection, like abandonment reconnection. I wouldn't know what way to go either. I'd look at Helen and I'd be like, I'm gonna go with him. That's who I want to be with.
He's completely reactive in the entire thing. He's never got any agency or decision making. He's just keeps reacting all the time because, again, he's dealing with a con man, and the con man is pulling the strings. He's got people watching him at the funeral.
And the little kid inside of Locke isn't healed. You know what I mean? And he wants to go hang out with his dad, man.
Well, an interesting thing, the thing that ties these two, the flashbacks and the modern day thing together with Locke, is that Locke's go-to is belief, right? He needs to believe. And so he's the perfect prey for a con man. Because he's always just going to want to believe. And so by the end of this episode, when Henry Gale is like, I did nothing, John.
Yeah.
I didn't
push the button. That was a very good reenactment.
The things flipped around, and then this red stuff happened, and there was a scary noise, and then everything just went back the way it was. I did nothing. And just doing it just to mess with him. And so now his go-to is belief. So now he's going to believe that. And he doesn't know what to believe. It's great. And you know that Henry Gale has Locke down. He knows exactly what kind of guy he is. He knows how to push his buttons. He knows his go-to is belief. So he knows exactly how to manipulate him. It's great.
Yeah. And we know how good Michael Emerson is at this point.
Yeah.
He's such a good actor.
Speaking of which, did anyone look up the hieroglyphs?
No, I didn't want to spoil it. No.
Okay. I wanted to, but I forgot again.
Yeah. No, I just did that.
I'm sure we'll see them again.
Maybe when I hit 10 times, I'll look it up for like a 10th anniversary little fun fact thing.
Is there anybody in the chat? Does anybody in the chat have anything to chirp about the episodes?
Is anybody there?
Is anybody there?
Hello?
Anybody
Anyone in the void?
Whoa.
Actually, it looks like there's nobody there right at this moment. There were people here. Right
what a compelling show.
There's one person in the chat, and it's me.
It's evergreen content. As long as the show's still out there, people will come back and watch it.
Now somebody's back.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, you. Hello. All right, so we've talked about episode 18. I have no notes, and all I know is this was a big Hurley addiction eating episode. I remember that.
Oh gosh,
this is the Hurley addiction eating episode.
Yeah.
Before we talk about
Dave.
Yeah,
it's Dave.
Has anyone else been seeing a fifth member in this group called Dave?
He's not real. Only Olive is real.
Oh my god!
The dog is there by herself. See?
Guys, I found a slipper.
What slipper? I don't see a thing.
Can you see my slipper?
I don't see it.
All I know is that I don't know if anyone else is going to get this, but I'm like, that's Charlotte's husband. That's Charlotte's husband from Sex and the City. That was Charlotte.
It is, yeah.
So hold on a minute. Every 2 weeks, I do a show on my own, and I think I'm talking to someone. Is that what we're saying?
Well, we didn't want to really.
We didn't want to tell you, Gareth.
Oh my god.
We didn't know how.
Oh well.
Gareth,
you just ignore all those comments that are saying, "Who's Gareth talking to?"
It's this conversation. It's this conversation right now that's not real, Gareth. Don't listen to them.
Yeah, it was a bit awkward the other day when we were talking, and there were a bit huge blanks, but you know.
I love it.
There's just a dog on screen right now. There's a dog on screen just staring in a void.
I thought Dave was going to show up today on the live in a bathrobe, but he let me down.
I should have.
Right? Cool.
It's
but a fully
missed opportunity.
What a missed opportunity. Yep.
Okay,
but it was
Dave
it was a good episode. Yeah,
it was a great episode.
Was manifest or still in the psyche?
Is what? Sorry?
Is Dave like Jack's dad?
Oh no, it's Hurley totally invented him.
Having an episode, yeah.
But we know he invented him back in the real world, but on the island, did it become manifest?
I think it's not. Well, nobody else can see Dave, even on the island.
I don't think so.
I think what it is that this is my theory. I think he is invented by Hurley, but I think the island is giving it an extra push. Yeah. Like the island is making it more real than it otherwise would be.
Right, because the slipper, I was like, whoa, hold on.
Got hit in the gut with a coconut.
Yeah.
Threw a coconut at him. So
yeah.
It just seemed like a really, really real hallucination for anybody to have. But he seemed real in the mental institution, so who knows?
Right.
Yeah. And you get lots and lots of Hurley with Libby in this episode.
Yeah.
And then you get the big twist at the end.
Yeah.
The twist at the end was great.
The twist. Yeah. I don't remember.
So you
don't remember the twist?
The last scene?
It's been too long. No, I don't remember.
So the guy from all those different things, including the first X-Men film, is trying to take a photograph to prove to Hurley that he's made up, right?
Right.
And you got a photo of him doing this with Dave.
Yeah, doing that.
Yeah. So we know what that bit is, but then it pans around, and do you remember who's watching them?
I do. I know I had a reaction, but I don't know who's watching them.
I've remembered this for 20 years.
Libby was watching them.
Yeah.
That's right.
So Libby's
the patient.
Yeah.
Patient. So is Libby a real shrink or is she still a patient?
She's a patient.
She's a patient.
No, on the island.
Oh
no, she's real.
I know she's real, but is she still a patient playing a shrink?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess we don't know.
Or is she a real shrink?
I think she's
Garrett's got
has enough.
Well, no, I think you're right. There are a lot of people who go into that industry are messed up, and they are people who have had lots of years of therapy, aren't they? And that's why they want to give it back and want to become therapists.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, and some not. Some just want to be psychologically damaged and just go out and pretend like they're a shrink and a serial killer. you know, like a David Cronenberg.
I know, and she's on this island where nobody knows her, so she could say anything.
Right. She could be anything she wants to be.
So
you know
Libby
what?
Libby could kill everybody on the island now in a
Ooh.
massive psychotic rage.
Sure.
She could.
And cook
Don't give it away, Garrett.
Yeah.
Eat them up.
But she could have been a shrink and then have some type of psychologically imbalanced patient that really
and the training she had could be real training that she had.
Yeah.
But she's definitely a
Could
patient.
be.
I think so, because she had that cool ski story to tell the guy while she was straightening his leg out after he broke it, on the first day.
So I suppose we don't really know
before he died.
Before he died. Because she strangled him with his femur.
When nobody was looking.
Actually, I got a cool fun fact about that. I got 2 pages today for this episode.
Ooh, you go.
The last scene. So it's funny because initially when they were shooting the ward scenes, they thought they would make up some type of male and female separate.
Yeah.
But then they were like, oh, wait, no, we have to have that scene with Libby there. And so the last second, they're like, oh, it has to be a co-ed. And so they just got a bunch of crew members to get in pajamas and just sit there while they were filming Flash. Yeah, it was kind of funny. Wait, so what MJ, why don't you do the episode and then I'll just chime in with fun facts.
I don't have any notes.
She doesn't have notes.
This one I don't have notes for.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to be able to read my handwriting now.
So you were trying to get some stalled time so you can read through your notes quickly.
Damn.
Let me see. Okay, so I think in the beginning, so we have that scene where Hurley is eating through his stash, and then Libby shows up, and then she kind of catches him red-handed, and he's all like, yeah, I have a problem, and he starts confessing to her. So here's something interesting. In his stash, everything is Dharma, except one thing, which is the Apollo bars.
There's the Apollo bar again.
Yeah. And so they said that's the only thing that's not Dharma, and also the Dharma things are also Apollo bars with just Dharma packaging on it.
Okay.
So
there was one thing in the episode that caught me, and I was like, oh, I didn't expect it to go like that. When she encouraged him to do something with food. I don't know if it was with peanut butter or ranch dressing. And I thought he was going to, did he spill it out or did he start guzzling it? I don't remember what happened, but whatever happened, I thought it would be like something different in my head.
When she's there with him?
Yeah, I think she was there with him.
Is that when he was blatantly wasting food that he could have shared with the others, but instead he just dumped it all over the place?
Yeah.
Well, if it's that
purely for dramatic effect.
Yeah.
I guess.
If it is for the first in the first scene, they do that where she's like, just get rid of it. And it was cool because the director said, sorry, I should have said there's Jorge Garcia and Cynthia Waitrose. Yeah, and the director of this episode, Jack Bender, in this commentary. And so Jack Bender told them, well, he told us, I guess, that for that very first scene when they were talking about his stash, he gave them full, like, very little direction. He's just like, do something with the food. And so that was very spontaneous, which I thought was really cool.
Okay.
So yeah, he does waste everything.
Yeah, and then
luckily it's right before the airdrop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good timing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then Jin and Sun run by and they're like, yo, something's happening. And then bam, right after he gets rid of food, there's new food. And so everyone's kind of going at it. Sawyer's already kind of claiming dibs on everything. And Libby's kind of panicking there because she knows Hurley's not good with anything. And then he sees Dave in his pajamas and he's like, what's going on? And he tries to run after him.
Yeah.
And gets his slipper, basically. Falls on his face. Dave runs away, but he gets the slipper. So then that was the end of that scene, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait, was there a flashback after that? I think, yeah, they intermingle some flashbacks where you realize Dave is a friend of his in the psych ward, and Dave doesn't want Hurley to get better because he's in there to try to get over something. We don't know what at first, but clearly his weight is a source of distress. And then, so I can't remember, I can't remember the orders of the flashbacks, so I'll just go in. And then we find out that he was on a pontoon or a bridge or something that collapsed.
He's on a balcony.
Yeah, kind of balcony,
He's on a balcony
that collapsed. And he blames himself, even though the doctor says it was made for 8 people and there were 23 there, so it would have collapsed anyway. And fun fact here, I didn't know that.
3.
Yeah. That's true. Oh yeah, didn't even catch it. But there's a fan theory apparently, because we don't know actually why Locke is in a wheelchair yet. So there's a fan theory that Locke was on the bridge and that's how he got in the wheelchair, or that's the accident that got him there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So is it true? Is it not? I don't know.
I think you do.
7 times, I think you do.
I think you know.
That was cool. I think that would have been a good theory to have at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So then, then we find out that Dave isn't real. And so interestingly, the director was talking about how they had to create a character that for a solid a good half of the episode, you don't know that he's made up, right? So they took inspiration, I think he said, from the Sixth Sense and some other movie, Beautiful Minds, where there are also kind of made up characters to kind of create a character that is there and you suppose that everyone sees but doesn't really interact with the world around him except with the person who sees him. Mm-hmm. And I think it's really well done. And so I get so they do say that Dave is made up on the island too, because they say they had to apply those rules on the island as well. So I'm guessing he's made up. That's pretty much it for the flashbacks, right? Because we talked about the last scene. That's it.
The last moment is Libby.
All right. So what else do we have here? Oh yeah, food getting on, blah blah blah. Oh, right. Oh, apparently, so they filmed the whole thing during a winter storm. Oh yeah, they were talking about how there was some type of winter storm, and so the beach was pretty rowdy, and so a lot of scenes in this episode had to be looped. So like when they have to redo the dialogue in the studio and lay it over,
got it,
the current scene, which was interesting.
I love ADR stories. I love the fact that this is a little thing about ADR because I used to teach it when I was doing my music tech course, and just one of the things I used to give the students, I think it's amazing, that sometimes if they couldn't find the actor, they would hire an impersonator to do a few odd lines. So you might be watching like Predator or something, and you got Arnold Schwarzenegger for most of the film, and then for 1 or 2 lines, just a Schwarzenegger impersonator doing a couple of ADR lines. I think that's amazing.
That's funny.
Yeah. Carry on.
All right. Oh, yeah. And then this I thought was not cool, but in the commentary, they had a spoiler. So what I think happened is that they filmed the whole season, and then after the season release, they filmed the commentary things for the DVD release. But there was a huge spoiler in the commentary. So
wow.
I don't know. MJ, if you get the box set, don't watch the commentary.
Don't watch
I won't. Yeah. I won't.
I think I have an idea what that spoiler probably was.
Yeah.
They probably should have put that in there.
I'll ask you later in Voxer. All right. And then Oh, and then I think there's some scene with Echo and Charlie, and when Echo's building the church or something, it's very brief. But then Cynthia comments about how cool it is that there are so many shirtless guys in the show.
I like it.
I think we're watching a chick flick. And then let's see. Initially, oh yeah, okay, that I already said. Blah blah blah. Scene with Hurley. Oh yeah, okay. So there's that scene where Hurley is asking Sawyer for clonazepam, and so what? This I thought was really cool. So he asked him for clonazepam, and Sawyer's like, "What's that?" He's like being Sawyer, and Hurley's like, "Yo, I killed that frog for you, or I got you that frog, so you owe me one." Mm-hmm. And so what we did not see is that there was a cool scene that was deleted for timing, unfortunately. But what originally happened is that Sawyer tells Hurley, he doesn't resist, but he's like, well, I already gave Jack all the meds. But he's like, I can take my gun and go get the meds back that you want. I thought was interesting, a little bit out of character for what happens right after, but yeah, they ended up cutting that scene for time. So then they get in that fight, and again,
the epic fight,
and it was a really funny fight though.
Well, I like when Sawyer's like crawling out of the tent and he gets dragged back in. Yeah. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
That was
so
the best.
they wrote it to be as funny as possible.
They succeeded, again, I think.
Yeah. Well, again, we got that kind of vibe where it goes from really funny to really serious right after. Because then Sawyer's just like, you're crazy. And then obviously that's the whole point of the episode, where is Hurley crazy or not?
Right.
Well,
so did Hurley
Well, for this episode at least, he's a little crazy.
Yeah.
Did he win the lottery, or is that a figment of his imagination?
He won the lottery.
Because that comes later.
Yeah,
did he?
Won the
okay.
Yeah, this happened before the lottery. Okay. The flashbacks and stuff.
Yeah. I can't read my handwriting.
Was it this episode or the last episode with the game of cards? Was it the previous episode?
I think
Which
it was
one?
the previous one, because Sawyer was playing cards.
Yeah, because I was just going to say how much I enjoyed that scene, because we sort of said it quite quickly, and I thought the thing about measuring dicks or whatever was what was going on, but also I just love the fact that there's this. Sawyer seems to be really annoyed by Jack all the time, and Jack seems to pity Sawyer a lot, and that seemed to be the dynamic between them. So both of them wanted to win the card games, but they've got a very different approach to each other. And I think that I was really enjoying that. That Jack definitely looks down on Sawyer, and Sawyer is irritated by Jack's leadership. So I think that was kind of really interesting to watch. Within the context of a card game, and everyone watching them as well, because they obviously see them as two alpha males, locking horns,
Yeah.
So I thought that scene was really funny and really interesting.
I think Jack was definitely intentionally sticking it in his face, though. There.
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
He was just always like, "Why did you ask for the guns?" He's like, "When I want the guns, I'll get the guns."
Yeah.
Do you think Jack really pities Sawyer? I mean, in that moment he definitely does, but I think overall, I don't think he pities him. I don't know.
Think so.
I think he just sees him as a rival.
Yeah, I think in their interactions with each other, he takes that stance. Whether or not it's because it's something, an outward kind of what he wants to show, maybe, but that's definitely the way he approaches the interaction between them. But yeah, he might have a respect for him as well. I don't know.
I think they got respect for each other to some degree, but I think Kate is source of jealousy between the two of them.
Yeah,
definitely
a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, and she likes Sawyer more than Jack. Let's be real.
I think she bounces back and forth though. That's her whole thing.
Yeah.
Right. Because she knows what's good for her and she knows what's bad for her.
Yeah.
And we like to go with the bad.
I think she feels like Sawyer's better for her, but I think somewhere she thinks Jack is better, but in a more factual kind of way.
Yeah.
You know?
I think by the end of the entire series we'll have a different conversation about
Yeah, well, of course.
Yeah.
So
yeah, let's take a rain check on this conversation. All right, so then there's that scene. Oh, the scene where Hurley decides I'm gonna go find Dave, or no, I'm gonna live out the rest of my life alone in a cave, like a very sane person.
Right.
And then this I thought was funny. So when he's going to the caves and then his backpack breaks and the peanut butter jar falls out.
Yes.
Apparently that scene was very difficult to film, to get the bag to break at exactly the moment for the peanut butter jar to fall on the thing. And the director said, this was funny, I can't believe they filmed Star Wars and we're having trouble breaking a jar of peanut butter. It's true. It's got to be hard. And they sanitized that leaf for Jorge Garcia to eat the peanut butter.
That's kind of them.
So, yes.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, so that was fun. And then so he ends up seeing Dave. He kind of runs off to that cliff fairly quickly.
Yeah.
And then he has that kind of breakdown. Fun. So another cool fact is that cliff was actually a lot deeper. It goes out a lot further out, but they couldn't get them to the actual edge of the cliff safely. So they had to like repaint the whole cliff in post-production to make it look like it was right there, right next to them.
They did a good job.
They did a really good job. I think that's pretty advanced for 2005 at this point. I
2006.
think.
Mm-hmm.
2006, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what CGI was like at that time, but it was pretty good.
Well, CGI came out in the 90s, so
right.
It wasn't great, but it wasn't. Yeah, I think Polar Bear.
It's also the same time as Fellowship of the Ring, which has got incredible CGI. So
yeah,
that's true.
Yeah,
budget.
It had
budget.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, they moved the Polar Bear budget to Cliff budget. So
yeah, can I just say I thought that scene at the cliff was I thought that was pretty brilliantly done. Like so Dave, they could have just left it as like that was a twist. Like he sees Dave all this time, and then you eventually find out Dave is not real. And we've seen that before, right? In different things, but like the Sixth Sense, right? Where they got you said that they got influenced by. But they kind of took it like when they went to the cliff scene, it was like this whole different element where they added this you have like sort of these like nested realities, right? That we see also in science fiction where you don't know what's real and what's not real, just on a larger scale, not just Hurley seeing this guy or not. Like originally Hurley's doctor has to convince Hurley that Dave is a figment of his imagination, that Hurley is creating and able to do, this real life thing of keep continuing to eat. But then when we get there, like Hurley co-ops that vehicle to convince himself that what he's living right now is not real, and I don't know. I thought that was kind of brilliant, the way like it nested a little bit, and you're not even, as the viewer, you're not even sure for a second, right? You're like, no, wait a second, is this maybe what's going on with the island, right? Like, I just thought that was executed pretty.
Yeah, it was done well.
What they did with it.
Yeah. I thought too, what was really cool is when when Dave is trying to convince Hurley that he is real, he almost speaks for, like, I don't know, it's so bizarre when he's like, this is all a dream. This isn't real. And as an audience member, it's just like, wait, what? I just watched 2 seasons of this not being real. Is it going to be one of those, like, and then he woke up type of reveals or something?
Well, they're playing with the fact that people were already talking like that.
People were already talking like that at the time.
Yeah.
I thought this was an excellent episode. I do have a question for MJ though.
Sure.
The whole reveal about Dave not being real. Were you surprised, or did you call that before it happened?
I wasn't sure. So, in my viewing experience, I thought that Dave was real in the mental institution. And I thought it was like a Jack's father type situation on the island. So I thought the island may have been doing something to bring him forward, but I didn't know he was not real until the photo. Yeah. Because he was just such a likable guy. He was quite a character. And I'm thinking in my head, that's Charlotte's husband.
I love the cameos, it's cool because some of these people, not necessarily that actor, but some of them are more famous afterwards as well, which is always fun.
Well, I remember watching this episode for the first time, and the Dave reveal didn't surprise me. I already called that. And I think it was because this is not the first story where this happened.
Right.
It was Fight Club, and there were some other shows, and so it kind of made me think. Earlier, I remember in that episode, okay, is this guy real? Is he real here? And so I wasn't surprised by that. But there were a couple of reveals in this episode. The Libby thing at the end just completely surprised me. I was really, and that was great. Because it explains why Libby is so into Hurley, right? She's been into him the whole time, because she knew him in the institution.
Yeah,
and
so
even
before they start interacting.
She looked like she was going through a lot just from the way that they'd portrayed the visual side of Libby in the hospital. She wasn't all dolled up, and she looked like she was she was just able to get out of bed kind of thing.
Yeah.
So she was clearly having some stuff that she was trying to deal with. Whatever that is.
Yeah. So that final reveal I thought was great, and that's the kind of thing Lost can be really, really good at, and I thought they nailed it in this one.
And the way that they filmed it from the profile over to the forward angle just to get her face, that was well done too. Because I didn't at first, I'm like, who's this person that they're zooming in on? And then you're like, oh my God, it's Libby.
Yeah, because her hair is darker too.
And
she's in the side part, it's more of a brunette. So at first it's like,
you're not sure.
New character.
There was
This episode that I was going to throw in, that this episode does also continue the Henry Gale story.
Yeah.
And some of those scenes are particularly good as he continues to try to lie. He's strung up, but he's still lying. Yeah. And I love when Saeed pulled out the $1 bill and he's like, "Is that right? Well, let me tell you this little story." It's like, so tell me how. It was excellent. That was an excellent scene. Where the guy just continues to lie,
and it's not really strung out for ages either, because there's only a few episodes back that they met him, so the lie's been called out quite early, which is nice. I don't like something to be just overdone. It's just oh my God, this was 10 episodes ago, so I think that's really good that they know he's not Henry Gale,
right?
Already we know he's not Henry Gale. Who is he then?
We know he's an other, because he pretty much
finally admits it
clear. In the midst of all of his lies, because he knows that is called out. But we still don't know what his position in the others is, or who he
No.
is, or if he's somebody important, or what. We know nothing about him other than that he's an other, because he continues to just lie. And I think is it at the end of this episode where he's talking to Locke? He's like, "Hey, I'm done lying," and I'm like, "No, you're not."
Yeah, that was his biggest lie yet.
Yeah.
But also, if you connect that, we now know that Henry Gale is not that guy, and he's another. And if you link that back to when they met them in the forest, and the guy with the beard, he was saying, he was calling them by their name, and he was saying stuff about them, and they're going, "Well, how do you know my name? And how do you know, So they know stuff about them as well.
Yeah.
And that's also something to remember, that clearly Henry Gale knows stuff about them as well. So he would have presumably half expected Saeed to try and torture him.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he has dossiers on everybody. He knows what he walked into. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
for sure.
You can join the dots and know that. At this point.
Yep. Yeah. Well, it's going to be fun trying to find Lost and moving on to episode 19.
Oh yeah, so you got no access to it at all now.
R.I.P. Lost is no longer on Netflix, everyone. And it's not on Amazon. You could buy each episode on Amazon if you wanted to, or Apple, but it's not available for open streaming.
How much is it per episode?
So
I have no idea. I've been waiting for like one of those deals. Huh?
I think you can rent it by the season, no? On Amazon?
Yeah, you can rent them.
I know, I don't want to rent it. Like, I'd rather, I don't know.
I mean, you can
What's the most bang for my buck? Huh?
You can BitTorrent it.
No. No. But I do know they have a 30-day free trial, so maybe I could watch all the seasons.
You're gonna binge watch 3.5 seasons in 30 days.
Well, it's not that hard. I'm on vacation this week.
We'll do a mammoth chat with an entire season.
Yeah.
MJ, you up 4 o'clock? I'm up. I'm on season 6, episode 2. I'm doing great.
So apparently, it's also at least. Wait, so we know in the U.S. it's on Hulu and Disney Plus, right?
Mm-hmm. Right, that's confirmed.
And according to Just Watch, at least in the U.S., it's also available for free on Hoopla. And I don't remember how Hoopla works. So
Hoopla is through the library.
Oh, that's like Canopy. You just need a library card?
Wait, is it? No, I'm thinking Canopy. Canopy. All right.
Like Canopy, you need the library card. Tubi and Freevee, you just have to watch the ads.
Yeah.
MJ's like, anything other than paying $1.99 an episode, I won't do it.
Paid for an episode? Are you nuts? An episode
I'm not made of money.
No, that's not the problem. I just don't want to spend. I'd rather buy a coffee.
Yeah, I agree.
Hoopla. I'm gonna look up the Hoopla.
Yeah,
yes.
look up Hoopla.
For sure. Okay. Well, that's a big solver.
I would always advocate for getting the box set, but
I know, but I don't have a DVD player hooked up,
Oh.
Yeah, that's old stuff.
I have it. I have one, but it's not hooked up. I hear you.
Have you got a DVD drive in your computer, in your PC?
No.
Yeah, you need adapters now.
Okay,
you need
so
external DVD
Hoopla
players.
is through the library service.
It is, okay.
And I have access to Philadelphia, New Orleans, and 2 local libraries to me. So one of those suckers has to have it. And if not, I'll sign up.
Your problem is solved.
I'll sign up for Los Angeles because they have a good out-of-state library card system, and they're sure to have it.
I know for sure New York City has an out-of-state one too.
Yeah, everybody's different with like what you pay and all that, but New Orleans is just it's so good. It's so good. It's amazing.
So do we pause on what we do until MJ manages to see another episode?
No, I'm gonna get it in. I'm off this week. I got time to scour the internet to find it. Yeah,
I mean,
don't worry about me.
Gareth, do you really think she's not going to be watching Lost by tonight?
I could stay up late tonight.
Well,
this will be resolved in the next hour, I assure you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like
whatever you do, whatever you do, it'll be worth it because we've got some stuff happening in the next few episodes.
What are the next 3 episodes?
How many do we have till the finale of season 2?
Not that many.
We have 3.
That's it?
No.
Really?
Don't we have 6?
Is it 3 or 6?
So 19, 20, 21?
Something like that. Yeah.
Oh, in that case, if we've only got 6, then we're going to start rolling into the final plot, aren't we? For season 2.
Yeah.
There's a final plot?
19, 20, 21, and then
A thing?
22, 23, 24. 23 and 24 are one.
That's what it was, because like it was like a 2-part finale.
Yeah.
Okay, so for next week, we're doing 19, 20, 21?
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, I just thought of something. I'm so sorry. This is completely out of context. This is not pertaining to an episode in particular, but something just hit me. A storyline that's missing. Why isn't anyone trying to learn Korean to talk to Jin? Like even just a few words like hello, goodbye, or like are you hungry or something. Seems like something at least Hurley would do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
they have a built-in translator there, so.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's like he's the only guy. Like he's literally
it's just like real life. We in America we expect them to learn our language.
Oh, that's true.
Because
everyone's supposed to speak English.
But also, I could add that the 2 people he connected to the most was Michael and Sawyer. Michael's buggered off.
Oh, that's true.
Sawyer would not make that kind of effort for someone, so unless he was trying to do him over. So yeah, I think that's one of the things that so far from our perspective, those are the 2 characters he's spent a lot of time with.
Yeah,
and I remember watching. I remember when watching this show the first time, I was really wondering what the hell happened to Michael at this point. Because he had just vanished.
Yeah, we haven't seen him. Yeah.
Right.
And then so he's just gone. What the hell happened to him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had that thing where he was talking to Walt on the computer, or who he thought was Walt.
And then he's just gone.
Yeah.
So did the others get him or did they not get him? At this point we don't know.
I don't know. But in this episode, they showed the little cursor blinking on the computer. And I thought, ooh, is that Walt? And was it Henry that saw it when he was walking around? I don't remember.
And yeah, does Henry know about all that?
Henry knows.
Yeah, how much does Henry know?
He knows everything. He knows everything.
Question mark.
He knows everything.
So MJ, I don't know if you saw this already, but the next episode, it's a new
character
person's flashback.
Ooh, wait, who?
Oh, a new character I haven't met.
Oh, I think I know.
What's the name of the episode?
It's SOS. Should I say it? That's not spoilering, right? I mean,
no, don't say
who it is.
Wait,
no.
Don't say it. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Because I don't remember.
I don't want to be waiting.
I don't remember.
I'll be like, oh, this is the episode Dave talked about. It's Harry Met Sally. I want to be completely surprised.
What are the 2 next episodes?
It's SOS, then 2 for the Road, and then question mark is the title.
Oh, that's a
the
good
symbol
title.
or the word question mark.
The symbol. That's the title.
Oh.
Here
we go.
Yeah.
All right.
That could be the name of the show.
Yeah. There was one thing that I looked up while we were trying to find things to talk about this episode. And I thought it was kind of cool. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Oh no, that's Hoopla. I don't want Hoopla. I don't know.
If you got a service so you could see them up to the end of the season and then bought season 3, I bet you can get it secondhand quite cheap on eBay.
But you don't. I know, but you don't understand me.
Oh, but you can't.
I can't just buy season 3.
Yeah, no, sorry.
So
yeah, he did say that.
So the little thing it says, this episode is classic Lost philosophy. Just because something feels unreal doesn't mean it doesn't matter. Pain counts, connection counts, choosing to stay counts. Ooh, we'll end on that.
All right, calling it there.
All right.
I'm good. I'm good.
All
I
right.
gotta go get my hoopla.
I'm getting the hoopla.
All right, thanks everybody that's tuned in or watching on the replay. And,
Happy New Year again.
We'll catch
Happy
you next
New
time.
Year. Bye.
Bye.